Okay, so what should you do if your ex is actually trying to come back with you? So in this video, we're going to talk about orbiting and what it means and how to handle it if you really want to come back with your ex. So first things first is going to be the idea of handling your ex in a different way than what you're doing right now on your day-to-day life. So say, for example, that your ex is actually trying to come back to you and is actually texting you back, or even just checking your stories, or maybe seeing your status on Instagram or whatever that is. So the first thing you gotta do is you gotta understand and just put it in two simple ways. Like the first way is that you really don't care about your ex, so you have to understand what you really want in your dating life. And if you do not care about your ex, you're probably gonna give up on him, so you should block the guy. Okay, so this is the first way, because I got many clients in Italy, especially with my business, dating and relationship coaching business. If you don't know who I am, I'm Fred Picchianti, one of the biggest, if not the first, dating and relationship coach in Italy. Now, what I'm telling you is that my clients often they come into my consultations and they don't really know what they want, so they can't get it clear, right? So if they don't know what they want, they're not able to, can I say, like, they're not able to operate and do the right things because they think they want to come back with their ex, but in reality they don't want him, or vice versa, or both things. They don't have a clear vision, and they apply the wrong strategies. So first thing you want to make sure is that you know what you want. So do you want to come back with your ex, or do you want to just give up on him? Because if it's the second option, you just have to block the guy. Because when an ex is actually orbiting and just coming back to you, checking your stories or your statuses or whatever that is, that's going to be a problem, and you won't be able to go on with your day-to-day life, because you will always have this open loop in your mind, in your psychology, and you will keep on thinking about your ex. So that's a real deal. That's a real problem, right? So you got to block him and just go on. Now, for people that instead just want to come back with their ex, there's a simple strategy I'm going to tell you. I've actually told these strategies to my clients. They use it. So it's pretty simple. Now your ex comes back to you, right? So he's actually orbiting. So he's not texting you, but he's checking your stories, and he actually makes you feel like he's watching you, right? So he's got his eyes on you. So if you feel like your ex is watching you, all you gotta do is you gotta start a convo with him, like you want to bring back a good old memory. The good old memory is a memory that it doesn't mean like, do you remember when we were good together? No, it's not that. The good old memory is a memory of you two together, and saying things like, hey, I just went by the restaurant where we had that date and I just laughed so much. P.S. How is it going in your day-to-day life? ? So you want to bring back a good old memory, and you want your ex to actually try to respond to your text message. So there's two scenarios that's going to happen right now. First scenario is not texting you back. Second scenario, he texts you back, and you bring the convo. You bring the convo forth, back and forth for just 4 to 6 messages, and then you propose for just a date, and that's all you gotta do. And so dating your ex is going to be like dating a new guy from the beginning. That's very simple, very basic. And in case of the first scenario, I'm gonna tell you 2 simple text messages you gotta use, and that you obviously want to use because you want to get an answer 100% of the time. So these text messages have been proven with my clients in Italy. They guarantee a response of almost 100%. So if you send in these 2 text messages, it will respond back. So the first message you want to send your ex is going to be just 3 question marks, and that's it. If he's not responding back to that, you will send him, have you given up on responding yet? ? After at least 48 hours. That's going to increase the chance of almost 100% he's going to respond you back. And when he texts you back, you got a loop closed. So if the last message is your ex, it's going to be easy for you to forget your ex and go on with your life. And also it's going to be easier for you to restart a conversation in the future when he starts orbiting on you again, starts coming back to you again, and try to re-engage with him and set up a date or an appointment, so where you both can stay together. And that's it. That's pretty simple. That is the way you can get your ex back if your ex is actually orbiting on you.